You know, given the pace of the world today, it has never been easier to create success and freedom, especially financial success, like it is today, right now. Never easier. It doesn't require you to have good looks. It doesn't require you to be somebody special. It doesn't require you to have a college education necessarily. How come all these different people, so many people, good people, are struggling, and especially struggling financially where opportunities exist all around us? My name is Vic Streisius, and I'm the founder of the 4%. I want to show you something. I want to tell you something that I think it might impact your life tremendously. Okay? Come with me. Let's talk about it. You know, now more than ever, we have so many different opportunities available to us. We can be digital marketers. We can sell digital products. We can do consulting. We can create our own stuff. Look, what you see around me, all this activity here, by the way, I'm in New York City right now. A lot of people, a lot of movement, a lot of activities, all this stuff around me. This is called commerce, right? A lot of money being changed around and changing hands and all that stuff. Massive, massive, massive. But you know what's bigger than that? I want to talk to you, I want to share with you a business that is the fastest growing business in the world today, and is projected to be like that for the next several years. And that's called e-commerce. And it's huge. If you have been online for any period of time, chances are good you probably heard about this term or this word called e-commerce, right? And it's massive. Everybody seems to be talking about e-commerce now, and why wouldn't they? It's a great, phenomenal concept to be able to become a real e-commerce entrepreneur, right? And operate your own store, or maybe build a mega store, or maybe a super mall, and just operate and run the whole operation from the comfort of your home on your computer or laptop or wherever you might be in the world is really, really awesome, right? Now, there is a challenge with so many people trying to teach e-commerce, and like, how do you know what's good, what's not? You got people that were broke 5 months ago, now teaching you how to succeed in e-commerce. Ridiculous. Look, the reason I'm in New York City right now is to meet one guy, and I'm gonna take you along with me as well. His name is Shubham Singh, and he's a real, true e-com entrepreneur. And I wanna talk to him about what it really takes to build a successful e-commerce business that you can tap into. This is a multi-trillion-dollar industry, and we can take a look into some of the details. I've found some really, really interesting articles as I was walking here in New York. Really, really cool stuff I'd like to share with you. So he should be here anytime now. I'm literally waiting for him to pick me up. We're gonna pick up from there, and I'm gonna take you along for the ride with me, okay? Stay close, stay tuned, pay attention. This can change your life. Shubham.
Vic.
What's up, man?
How's everything?
Good to see you.
We got the mobile office over here.
You got the mobile office?
Yes, we just gotta get some work done, so we're on the go always. You know?
Nice, let's go. Hop on. You know, I'm actually in a mobile office. I'm here with Shubham. Say what's up, man. We've got, you know, we're like on a video shoot here. So here I am with Shubham. How do you say your last name?
Singh.
Singh.
Yes.
Okay. And you've been. I mean, you're like pretty much grew up in e-commerce. You started e-commerce when?
Yes, I started when I was 17 years old.
At 17.
Yes.
Right. And where do you what happened since that time now? What do you what's going on in the e-commerce world?
It's really evolved. So from what it was 4, 5, 6 years ago, it's completely evolved. When I started, there weren't many people trying to create stores. There weren't many people really teaching anything about it. It was literally, you come out, you put something on a shop, and you try to market it in any way you could.
Dude, I was looking at the I was doing my research on e-commerce now, because I obviously, everybody's trying to teach e-commerce now. Right? Everybody and their cousin wants to teach e-commerce now. Check out some of these stats here, man. Right? So this is some of the stats I was able to pull up. Media alert. This is Adobe.com. Right? So this is Adobe News.
Yes.
Right? Look at this. Adobe data shows Cyber Monday largest online sales day hit history with 3.39 billion.
That's in one day.
One day. So e-commerce surpassed Black Friday sales
100%
for the first time ever.
Yes. It's an unlimited reach to anybody.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait for somebody to come into your store.
Yeah.
You can bring that store to them. That's the beauty of it.
Right. Well, check out these stats right here, right? So this is according to Statista.com. All right. Retail e-commerce sales worldwide from 2014 to 2021 in billions of dollars, US dollars. So this is a growth in billions, right? So, and this will be trillions right now, because in 2014 it was 1.3 trillion dollars. See that right here?
Yeah.
Right? 1.86 trillion is projected to go to 4.8 trillion by 2021.
Wow.
So we're in 2018 right here, projected to go 2.2 trillion to 2.7 trillion.
Double.
And doubling by the year 2021. So the opportunity, dude, like you've been doing this, you've been making your money and doing extremely well with e-commerce.
Yes.
Right? Which I wanna. We're heading to the office right now.
Yeah, we're headed over to the office.
Okay. So so pay attention to this stuff, because this is really, really, really exciting stuff. If you want to learn this game, you want to learn it properly, right?
Yes.
I want to dig into your story.
No problem.
I want to talk, about and see how some of the things that you guys have done.
Yes.
Some of the things that you have done, how this whole thing, everything kind of ties together, and then, like, somebody who's just coming into this, right? If they want to create an online store and just operate from, an office on wheels like we're at right now, pretty much be anywhere, but you can run your entire store from a laptop computer.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't need a retail space or anything.
Right.
Literally laptop and shipping.
So how to do all this, ins and outs, some insider secrets, tips, ideas, and more importantly, how they could start doing this will be discussed.
Yes.
Shortly. Okay, hey, stay tuned.
And always respect. Because at the end of the day, respect's the most important thing.
All right, so we're pulling up. This is the office.
Yeah, we just got here right now, so I guess it's ready to go, right?
Let's roll.
Awesome.
Come on. All right, so what I want to do right now, Shubham, is I want to get into your story. All right, so, give us a little bit of a backstory, because I know your education, like what you do, I know you got a brand that you are building right now, right? You got your own clothing line, you got your own shoes that you guys are developing. So we'll talk about that. But I want to know a little bit about your backstory. So, because I want to take your education, what you do, I want to bring it to the world through the 4%, obviously, and then and teach other people how they can do what you are doing, especially in the e-commerce space, so that they can go out there and create something beautiful for themselves.
Awesome. Yeah.
How did things start for you?
So 17 years old, I knew I wanted to get into e-commerce because I saw I had a lot of friends come up to me, a lot of people come up to me on a daily basis, like, dude, I sell this on Instagram, I make like $50 a day. I sell this, I make $100. And at first I was like, okay, cool, like, $100, $200 is not going to change my life. I'm not going to put time into that. But for some reason, I think one of my friends messaged me or something, was like, dude, I made a couple thousand and I get free stuff every day on Instagram. I'm like, okay, but like, what do you sell? Oh, I sell these bracelets. I'm like, wow, okay. So I'm like, all right, let me test it out. But I wanted to test it out with something that like I felt like I could make more money with, and that's something that no one's done yet.
So did you know about marketing at this time?
No, I didn't know anything.
So you're not a marketer. You're not a traffic generation guy.
No.
Right? Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Nothing. I've worked in I've done different things before, like just with family businesses, but nothing to do with online, nothing to do with e-commerce, nothing to do with selling items. Do you remember 3 or 4 years ago there was this trend? It was they used to call them the hoverboards.
Yep.
And
got one of those too.
Yeah.
Oh, my kid died.
So 3 or 4 years ago, I think I was in class. Sitting in class and I saw this hoverboard, but it wasn't known. I think I saw somebody riding it or something. Nobody really knew about it. It wasn't a big trend or anything, but I thought it was really cool. So I have my family has a little bit connections overseas, in India and stuff. So all I did was I asked them, hey, do you know any factory that makes these? They directed me towards the factory and found the factory that manufactures the product. And I don't know for what reason, I literally at that time, I was riding off my parents, all right? Every day to ask dad for money, everything, you know what I mean? No, I wasn't making any dollars.
You didn't have anything else going on? There's no other income coming in?
No, nothing. I was just going to school and trying to make a dollar.
Right. You're 17.
Exactly.
Right.
17 years old, boom. And I'm like, all right. I go to my dad, I'm like, listen, the factory wanted an MOQ, minimum order quantity, of I think it was 30, 40 pieces at the time. And that would have been, if I did make that order placement, it would have been 30 times the piece cost me $300 each, right? It would be like $6,000. So I told the lady, I was like, listen, I persuaded the factory, which is what you usually do, is if they believe in you, they'll work with you.
Yeah.
So I told the lady, I'm like, listen, I want to buy one scooter to test it out, okay? But I still want my branding on it. I already had my brand made up and everything in my head. She's like, okay. Right when she agreed, I was like, all right, I'll send you my logo tomorrow. So I didn't make no logo, I didn't make anything. I was like, I'll send you my logo tomorrow. So this is like 2 in the morning. Right when she agreed to sending me one piece, I created a logo, I created a brand name. Right. So the company was called Cloud Scooter, Cloud with the K. Created a brand name, everything. So I knew that if I wanted to sell this, I had to be selling it to myself, not to anybody else. So
you wanted to be attractive enough that you would want to buy it.
That I would buy it, exactly. So if I wouldn't buy the item, why would you buy it or anybody else?
Right, makes sense. Question for you. So what I see you're doing, right, is totally different in the e-commerce space than what everybody else I see teaching. Because I see everybody else is teaching like, buy from Alibaba Express or Alibaba, right? And just copy the image, copy the description, sell it on your site, on your Shopify, store, whatever.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much 99.9% of the training that's out there on e-commerce is that.
Yeah.
Model.
And they don't.
And then place Facebook ads, and there you go.
And try to get sales.
So look, if you're one of those people who are like watching all these different pitches about that, I just saved you like $5,000.
Literally.
You're doing stuff totally differently.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, okay, creating your logo on it, putting your logo on it, creating a brand around
packaging,
it.
good branding.
Why? What's so important about it?
Because you don't want it to be you don't want to be selling somebody else's product, and how long do you know that's going to last?
Yeah.
You won't know it's going to last. It could last 1 week, it could last a month. But mine, if it's done correctly, it could last you. We create the brand, you can move on to 100 different things after that. So for instance, let's go back to the scooters. Scooters, create the brand, start marketing. Marketing goes well, we start making good money from it. But the thing is, and this is my first business, Vic, the way I looked at it was this. There's so many other electric scooters out there, so even if the hoverboard lost a trend, my brand's already built. Whatever scooter I find anywhere all throughout the world that I can purchase and manufacture and put my branding on it, if I sell it within my brand.
So if they come up with a different style scooter or a 3-wheel scooter, whatever, doesn't matter.
Whatever it is.
You got your brand in place.
My brand's in there. Anybody, all those people that already follow me, that are in my newsletter, that whatever, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna think, oh wow, they came out with a new version.
Yeah.
I could still be selling the old version, new version comes in.
Yeah.
Now here's the difference between my side of the story, and the regular what everybody else does.
Yeah.
So the trend falls off, new product comes in, you have to literally create a new site or a new
Find
Amazon account or whatever, however you want to sell it, or you have to do new Facebook marketing. Me, my brand's there. I post a new product. I might already have a couple purchases from people who already follow my brand. Plus, I'm marketing the same company.
Yeah.
I'm building the same company name up and up and up.
I call it chicken boom effect, bro. Here's the thing. This is why I'm excited to bring this level of education to the world.
Yeah.
Is because what we teach in 4%, and if you know anything about the 4% group, we teach our people to say, look, if you are just like another fill in the blank, this is a huge lesson. This was epiphany for me when I learned it, right? Because when I got started selling digital stuff, digital goods, I was just like another affiliate. I was doing what everybody else was doing, right? Yeah. And guess what? I was getting the results that everybody else was getting, which is competing and trying to oh my goodness, I pray and hope I make $20. I pray and hope I make a sale or 2 sales, And you're competing. Well, what I learned is that you never ever want to be just like another fill in the blank. Dan Kennedy taught me this. Dan Kennedy, who's considered like a grandfather of marketing, right? He says, never be like anybody else. But everybody else is doing this, and what you're doing is exactly what I firmly believe in. Don't promote a product, build yourself.
Yes.
Right. Don't think like an affiliate. Don't think like somebody who is just trying to, they're depending on somebody or something on a daily basis. What you're doing is you're thinking like an entrepreneur long term, at the same time creating security for yourself. And this is how you do it.
Yeah. So
interesting stuff. So what happened next? How did it grow for you?
So started off. Remember I told you I only got one scooter at the time, right?
Right.
One scooter at the time. I started taking, that was my test scooter, per se. We found the scooter came, I looked at it this way. I'm not gonna sell the item if it doesn't last long. So we took white background images. We took the lifestyle shots, like of us just riding around and everything, but like HD quality content.
Yeah, which by the way, speaking of this stuff, what he just said right here, in the next video, for time's sake, we don't have the time to get into this right now, but we're gonna do it we're gonna save for next video.
100%.
This is, like, when I saw that, I was like, man, light bulbs, went off in my mind, and I'm like, wow, this is crazy good. We're gonna talk about it in the next video, so make sure that you, however you got to this video, save it, and look forward to the next one, because what he is talking about, that whole aura of branding and perception, is crazy, changed everything, right?
Yeah. So images, we took all the images, everything, and I was like, okay, now we gotta beat this thing up. Ride it, let it fall, let it break, see how long this thing lasts. We rode it for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I had my friends, everybody ride it. This thing went through like everything, and it was still working. So I'm like, okay, perfect. I can offer warranty, one-time replacement. That's what I'm thinking of for the customer, one-time replacement.
So now you're thinking like an entrepreneur, like a product owner.
Yes.
Even though you didn't create the product.
Exactly.
Right.
So, and I'm still thinking as if I wanted to go purchase it, what are the things that I would want from that product, right? How can I gain the customer's trust?
Right.
So we offered free shipping with the product, a couple other extra things, right? We'll get into that. And so I started selling. Within the first couple days, right when we put it online, we started doing Instagram marketing. It started blowing up. I'm like 17 years old, making a couple $1,000s a day. I'm going crazy. Boom, 6 figures in sales first month. I'm like, what? This is insane. And the thing is, the coolest part was we were having fun while doing it. Still creating images, still doing videos, going all over the place, speaking to my audience, speaking to my customer base.
So I know a lot of people naturally will think, okay, give me the secret to your marketing. And I know we're gonna get into the marketing tactics in our next video, but you did not, you don't know marketing.
No.
Right, so at this time you're leveraging.
I'm just doing what I feel will sell.
Right, you said Instagram, so you're leveraging what, influencers?
Oh yeah, influence. At the time, it wasn't much influencers, it was more influencer pages. So like, whatever big page there is on Instagram, we would just contact them, either DM or email, and say, hey, can you post a photo of our scooter in our company? And we'll pay you this much for an ad. And they would give us their rates.
So somebody who doesn't, idea, right? I say one idea can make you a millionaire.
Yeah.
Right, so you had an idea, you executed on the idea. You did not really wait for, to learn all the traffic tactics or anything, but you took yourself from 0 to 6 figures per month. And just balling.
And literally, and the funniest part was now I laugh about it. Like I said, I didn't know anything. I didn't know about SEO. I didn't even know what SEO was. I didn't know about Facebook marketing. I didn't know about what conversion rates are. I didn't know where to get traffic. I didn't know that there was credit card fees involved in all this. Anything. And we're so far, 3-4 months down in the game right now, doing amazing. And I see all these fees coming, whatever. I'm making money at the end of the day. I priced my product correctly, but it was just, we took a couple hits and everything, but it was cool. I didn't know what chargebacks were. And we got hit with a lot of chargebacks because I wasn't secure in my field. That was my first business, you know what I mean?
You had fraudsters hitting you.
So many fraudsters, and we got hit large. But the thing was, it was, at that point, it was like, okay, on to the next thing. We already got hit, let's just keep moving. Big deal. And from there, we just kept coming up with different things. But that's why I'm here, is because I want to teach everybody, look, there's so many extra things that nobody else that isn't doing it, that's just doing the regular things that everybody else is doing. There's so many extra things that you can add onto your store or do with your store to create that customer base too, or to secure yourself from anything.
Love it, man. Love it. So look, I can be here with you talking all night. We don't have that time, obviously. So we need to split this up into different segments. So I want to keep it relevant to the conversation. I know right now you've got your clothing, you got your shoes. By the way, you have any products you want to show me here? Yeah,
let's get into products. I have a couple new things. So right after the scooters, I created this company. It was called Crystal Aura Products. Okay.
Same thing. You came up with a brand.
Yeah, came up with the brand, put my branding on it, a product, put my branding on it, created a different type of packaging that no one's thought of within my product. And I started marketing it all throughout Instagram, Facebook. Now I know some things, so I'm on Facebook. I still didn't know about SEO at this time, but we're learning, right? I'm still learning. My whole thing was this. I'm not about to go and ask somebody questions. I'm just gonna run through it. From like what I've grown up to know is literally whatever you do, you gotta pass through all the hard to get to the top. And we literally passed through every single step just to know. I did it on purpose too. So for instance, let's say you come and ask me a question right now, what's this? Or how'd you do this? I can give you the answer because I've done it. I didn't go and ask somebody to come. I didn't pay anybody to do it. The craziest thing was in the beginning, now we have teams, right? I have people who handle each and every aspect from Instagram, Facebook, SEO, whatever it is. In the beginning, even when we were doing 6-7 figure sales, I was doing most of the stuff myself.
Single man.
Single man, I was answering emails, I was answering DMs, Facebook messages. Emails were on thousands. I would wake up every morning and answer all those.
So man, let's take a look at what you got here. So because these products are amazing. And next video, like when we get to the next, part 2 of this training series, you guys, I'm going to show you. Actually, I want to cover this because it's insane. If you're thinking about doing e-commerce in any shape, way, or form, you have to take a look at how he marketed himself and your products, because it's just a totally different way of thinking.
So let's get into it.
Take a look at this.
So after the scooters, we created these purifiers. Nice little packaging. Comes. This is exactly how you reverse.
So you control the packaging. You're relying on drop shipper to ship to your customer, and then I pray and hope the customer gets good experience,
or even gets the product.
Or get the product, right?
I have all goods at home.
You focus on building your empire.
At the office, exactly. And I had all the stuff in the office, and we would literally ship it out daily, every single day, whatever orders we received. So it just says mini air purifier ionizer, and it just has a nice little line on the bottom. Slip it up, and then you can open the product.
Right.
So it's sick. It looks cool. Good looking item. If you plug, and the reason I wanted to sell this was because you see this right here, right? This port, 12-volt port.
Yep.
Every car has one, right? Mainly every car except like Tesla now, but every car has this. So I wanted to sell something that I knew if it had to do with the car product, everybody can purchase it, right? So sick product. We had multiple colors in it, and it lights up. So that's why it looks like a little crystal when it's lit up. So that's why we named it Crystal Aura. This is one of the things we used to sell. You can see our logo right there. Looks great, very sleek, nothing in your face, okay? That's one of the products. We did amazing with this.
So this was a product that you did not invent necessarily, but you took what was already out there, you just repackaged it, rebranded it, and the way you marketed it was genius, which I want to get into the next video because it changed the game for you.
Literally.
How well did it do?
We did around 2.8 million in sales.
Nice.
Within,
from this whole thing?
Yeah. And
how much were you selling for?
So this one was selling for $49. And we sold, I think it was like 16 or 18,000 units, I think it was.
Nice.
Yeah, and the craziest part was this product, before I started, was out since 2008. I started in 2013, 2014.
Yeah.
Before me, they were only selling like a couple hundred units a month, the factories. After me, 15, 20,000 units a month. Not just for me, because so many other people wanted to copy me.
Yeah.
And it was cool with me, because if somebody's copying my brand, I'm the main face.
What do you think you could have done if you knew marketing, if you mastered marketing channels? and this?
With this?
Right.
100% I could have done over 10 million plus in sales.
Yeah.
Easily. I can say that hands down right now. If this was, when I started this product, I could have done 10 million plus in sales no matter what. Right. Because when we started with this, I wasn't doing much Facebook. I wasn't putting much money in it. I had zero SEO.
No SEO, no paid media.
And I think we all know SEO is important. And no paid media. I didn't have any PR. I didn't have anything. I literally was just going in Instagram ads, going in, spending a little bit of money Facebook, and just waiting for sales to come in. Now, sales, we don't wait. They just come. We know exactly when they're coming, and they're coming. And okay, this is one of the products. Even another one we created. Same thing, same concept. We took a product that's already out and we branded it, but within our own way, and we killed it.
So in the next video, perhaps, or sometime in this training series, I want to talk about how do you determine which product would be, and you already kind of alluded to it a little bit.
Yeah.
But so this product, for example, this is what?
This is a lighter.
A lighter,
So
right?
you
So
notice,
why did you pick a lighter instead of like a necklace or something like that? So we'll talk about it a little bit later on. So because I want to get your thinking on it.
yeah, we'll get into that.
The whole idea right now is just different level of thinking. Just like there was a phone, and then there came an iPhone.
Exactly.
Right? So everybody was just copying each other with the regular flip phones and whatever, right?
Yeah.
Razor and this and that, just a little bit. Like what you bring in here to the e-commerce and this level of education, I believe that this is like that iPhone came. And guess what? After this is out, you will see so many people trying to copy your idea. It's gonna be insane.
Exactly. And so, okay, lighter. Everybody knows, everybody uses lighters, right? Whether you smoke or not, whatever, you need a lighter for a candle or anything. So my thought process was, okay, let's see if we can find an upgraded lighter. And this was it. Excite lighter, open the packaging, nice lighter, right?
Yeah.
So this is a USB rechargeable, flameless lighter.
This looks luxury. This looks like nice. This feels like really solid. Like
And that was
heavy.
That was the goal. That was the
Thick.
exact objective was
Nice.
if the customer looks at it, it looks like it's 100% worth the money.
Looks like it's leather, maybe not leather, but it feels like leather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nice little, like, we put the gold touch. We didn't even need the USB cord.
See, when you're doing drop shipping, dude, there's no way in the world you will be able to do this kind of stuff for your customers.
You can't.
And so you're not really building a brand or anything. You're just like,
if this was drop shipping,
right?
if this was drop shipping, this is exactly what you probably would have received.
Exactly.
Was this in the package,
bubble wrap,
and this right next to it, and it would have been a nice little Ziploc bag sent out, or something, right? Or a little cardboard box.
Right.
We took that and we made it into this. Now imagine if the drop shipper's trying to sell the same product, and he has it in a cardboard box, and you receive it in this. Look, think about how excited you'll be when you open a $50 or $30, however amount the item is, and you look at it. You already feel satisfied, like, whoa.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Refunds are lower, customer satisfaction.
Yeah.
That whole raving fan effect or factor comes into the picture, right?
Yeah.
So you're building not just customers, not just making a buck, you're literally creating raving fans around your brand.
Your fan base grows.
Right.
People look forward to seeing what else you're coming out with.
Love it.
And so this is the basic lighter.
You got the X in there as well.
Yeah, it's an X, and it's a flameless lighter. It's waterproof, which is cool. Windproof, so you can blow in it, and it still works. And you can't do that with a regular lighter.
Yeah.
So, step up ahead from the previous. Just a regular fire. Okay.
So the idea worked for hoverboards. It worked for the air purifiers in the car, lighters. You got shoes now.
Shoes now, but this is like a 3-year jump. We have multiple other products we've done in the span, okay? And now now I know everything. Now I've done 10 products, I've made millions in sales. Now I want to create something that not only lasts, but kills it for lifetimes, for leave a legacy for my kids, whatever, right? So we created this brand. This is Live Elysian.
And this is all you.
This is all me.
I mean, you got like anybody like your dad involved in this, or you like
nobody.
My dad gives me ideas. This is your ideas.
Everything
comes from your head.
Design comes from me. We have a team, but me solely, like the whole vision was us. Just literally me, and like my brothers jumped in on this as well, but literally me. Like whole idea coming into it, even the shoes I'm wearing now, like we literally from design all the way up to the product, we created it. And the way we thought it out is exactly how it came.
Love it.
So packaging, this is a shoebox. Comes nice, feels good. Little gold touch to it, right? Made in Italy. Let that customer base know where it's made from. Our shoes are handmade in Italy, okay? Comes with the poly bag so you can keep your shoes to travel with them. And then the shoe comes out. So now, and as well as, so you receive a card as well on top of the box. It's a gold suede card. It says, thank you for your purchase. You're basically thanking your customer. Not saying here's a 10% discount. You can offer that. We don't want to. Not giving them any incentive of, hey, come buy again, because they're spending a good amount of money on this. I'm just giving them that like wow factor. Like, okay, this is
Well,
it.
you don't see discounts on Louis Vuitton stuff.
Exactly.
Not
So
Gucci doesn't do discounts.
yeah, so you won't see discounts on Revolution either.
You know.
So this is our shoe. This is one of the shoes. We have around 18 selection right now. We'll be growing more and more. One of the shoes, you can see suede,
Yep.
handmade, hand stitched.
Italian, man. What can I say?
Yeah, and boom, this is one of the shoes. I'll just get into it. I'll just show you a couple more designs so you guys can see. We have
So this is where I mean you've evolved now. So you've done everything from starting out with drop shipping to now having your own legacy company that you've been.
Yeah, I didn't even start out with drop shipping.
You looked at it.
We looked into it, and we didn't want, like, I knew it wasn't anything that, I knew it wasn't killing the game, right?
So why is everybody talking about it there right now?
Because it's easy. People are lazy. People don't want to think more, or even a little bit extra step.
Yeah.
Everybody does drop shipping because they think that just because you drop ship.
Seems just such a shallow thinking though.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. That's exactly why I'm here telling everybody, trying to teach everybody my process, because I see all these people doing it, and none of them, they all act like they make a lot of money, but none of them actually really do.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part. They might have had one successful product that did like 50,000 in sale in a year. I think I did that, the past 2 days, 3 days in our products, not even a day. Yeah. And that's the difference. It's like, my method's already been proven. I've helped so many people out within my circle, or I've even built people's brands from the bottom up, because I look at it this way: why not? If I have a friend who needs help, or if I know anybody who needs help, why not give them the extra push?
Yeah.
Why not give them? Why would I steer you the wrong way and be like, go drop ship, when I don't do it myself?
Exactly. We're gonna change a lot of people's lives here, brother.
That's the goal, right?
Teach them how to become real e-com entrepreneurs.
This is another one of the shoes.
This is nice. I like it.
Yeah. This is calfskin and leather, and the inside's red lining. We got a black piping, beautiful shoe, with the silver logo inside. Keep it sleek. You can take this.
In 3 years. In 3 years, you went from just starting out to now competing and being on the same level as Gucci.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Louis Vuitton.
Yeah,
you're pretty much going head to head with these guys.
Yeah.
With prices, quality, everything.
Prices, quality. We have a little bit better quality.
and you're crushing it. That's the thing, dude. You don't have like a retail store. You're absolutely crushing it.
E-commerce.
E-commerce, 100%.
100% e-commerce. We were talking about this before.
Yeah.
Vic asked me, he's like, hey, have you thought about retail? I've been approached. We've had a bunch of people talk to us about getting into like a Neiman Marcus or a Saks Fifth Avenue department store, or even create our own retail space. And I'm like, why should I? You see all these stores dying out. Yeah, retail makes money. Still, whether anybody tells you it's 100% dying, it's not true. It does do well. But the thing is, why put that extra headache within my brand?
It's more expensive too.
Exactly. That's the thing. So now you're thinking about your rent,
employees.
Employees. You're thinking about the stock, how much exactly you need per store, all that. I like to just keep everything in the warehouse, just keep shipping, sending it out, creating great content, and my team handles the rest.
So if I wanted to be an e-commerce entrepreneur, right? And obviously we have a whole training coming up.
Yes.
On exactly how to do what you do. Let's say if I wanted to get started, but I don't have the space for storage, et cetera, et cetera. Can I still use your methods, your ideas, and what you teach in the course, and maybe have somebody else ship it for me? Maybe have, and obviously we have that stuff in the course. Like I know because there's a training that we created.
Yeah. So there's two ways you can do it. I started from my garage. Okay, I started at home. I shipped from my house, and that 1.2, the 2.1 million in sales that I told you from the purifiers, the scooters, the hundreds of thousands I made from my garage.
Well, so did Apple, so did Amazon.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at them now, huh?
Yeah, and if you're a little bit lazy and you want to lose a little bit of money, go ahead, give it to your fulfillment center. Big deal. That's fine. A fulfillment center is there if you don't have time. So I know there's probably hundreds of people here watching that are like, they already work, and they have children they have to take care of. They probably don't have the extra 30, 40, or even that 1-2 hours that you might need to ship. So it's fine. Give it to a fulfillment center, they'll ship it for you. Or just call a friend and be like, hey, I'll give you $50 for the week or $100 for the week. Come into my house, pack the box, put a label on it, and give it to UPS or FedEx or USPS. I mean,
the most important thing is what I see is that you control the perception, you control the packaging, you control how customer feels when they get your product, and you control your entire brand for the long term. Not depending on any one product individually.
And any step that my brand takes, it's from us. So our brand, Live, Elysian. Live means obviously live your life, live your life, and Elysian means in paradise or in heaven. So the brand is basically live in heaven or live in paradise or live your lifestyle. And I mean, living my lifestyle, I want to be happy. I mean, that's the whole goal. Everybody's goal is happiness, right?
Everybody's like in the clouds, everybody's like in the fog, you know, trying to follow everybody else and what everybody else is doing. What you're doing is you're raising yourself above the clouds where there's sunshine, dude. It's like clear and you don't have competition.
Exactly.
Dude, I love this. Hey, let us know, let me know, let Shubham know if you're fired up about this concept. Okay, so what we're gonna do is this, Shubham. Let's continue in the next video in part 2.
Cool.
Okay, and I want to get into to a few more things with you. So I want to get into your whole concept of marketing. Right? Okay. How do you market your stuff? Now I've got a product. I can start creating brand around my product, so there is longevity for it, right? Yeah. A guy like yourself, which is perfect because you were not a marketing guru, you were not a traffic guy. You did not know Facebook or anything else, but you still tapped into a source of marketing or source of traffic that you were able to leverage to go from 0 to 6 figures in a very, very quick time.
Yes.
Right? So I want to talk about that in the next video, but more importantly, I want to talk about how you presented the whole, how you marketed yourself as a brand, which is sick.
Yeah.
And I'm very, very looking forward to that.
Awesome.
And then and then we'll dive into the exactly how can an average aspiring entrepreneur get into stuff like this.
Okay.
Where can they do it? How can they do it? If somebody wants to produce their own brand, how do they come up with a logo and stuff like that? So, where they go to manufacture these things if they wanted to do that. If somebody wants to come up with their own shoe line, right? How they can do that. So there's a lot of really, really cool stuff coming up, you guys. You're watching this. For now, go ahead and let us know in the comments if you loved it, what you liked about it, what you think about this. Is this different thinking or what? And we'll see you in the next video.